All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive Personal AI Insights. I'm Alec,
And I'm Charlotte.
and we're here every single week to give you the insights on what's happening in the world of personal AI. We're diving into something pretty cool today for all you enterprise users out there.
Yeah, we're talking about the latest updates to personal AI specifically designed for enterprise teams.
Exactly. And these updates are all about making your team's AI work harder, smarter, more efficient.
These aren't just little tweaks either. We're talking about features that can actually change the way your whole team interacts with AI, making collaboration smoother and a lot more efficient.
So let's break it down. We've got three big updates to cover: channel upload, advanced processing, and auto reply.
Yeah.
Each one kind of focusing on a different aspect of how your team works with AI.
Yeah, should we start with channel upload?
Let's do it. So imagine this. You're right in the middle of a team chat, maybe discussing a project,
Right.
and someone brings up a file that's like
Mm-hmm.
key to understanding a client's needs or something,
It's all the time.
right? Before you'd have to track that file down,
Yeah.
get permission maybe to add it to the AI's training data as a whole thing.
Yeah, a lot of hoops to jump through.
But now with channel upload, anyone in your team can upload it on the spot, right there in the chat.
It's so much easier, and it means that everyone on your team can actually contribute to the AI's knowledge base.
Which is huge, right? It's like having a constantly growing library of knowledge curated by your entire team.
It's like tapping into the collective intelligence of your company.
Exactly. And setting it up is super easy too.
Oh yeah, it's really straightforward. You just toggle the channel upload feature in your AI control settings.
And then you'll see this little plus sign appear next to the message bar.
Yep, that's your signal. You can start adding content.
And we're not just talking like text documents either. I mean, you can upload audio files, video clips,
Standard documents, web links, you name it.
pretty much anything you can think of. You can feed it right to your AI from your team chat.
I think this could really change the way we onboard new team members or even how remote teams stay in sync.
It's not even just about convenience, though. It's about having an AI that actually reflects the diverse perspectives of your whole team.
Yeah, a more well-rounded and informed AI.
Now, what about when you need to work with really big files? Like a massive spreadsheet or a PowerPoint presentation with like a zillion slides.
Yeah, that can be a pain.
Right. Well, that's where advanced processing comes in. It's like your AI's secret weapon for dealing with those huge files and extracting those key insights you need.
It's like having a research assistant who can go through those mountains of data and pull out the important stuff.
Okay, so think about it this way. You're in a meeting and someone references a chart,
Okay.
but it's buried deep within a massive PowerPoint presentation.
Been there.
Instead of frantically clicking through all those slides, you can just ask your AI to pull up that chart directly.
So much faster.
Way faster. And it's not just about PowerPoint either. Advanced processing can take raw data, like from a CSV file, for example,
Right.
and turn it into something you can actually use.
Yeah, like actionable insights. It can spot trends, identify outliers, and really help you make those data-driven decisions in real time.
This is where it gets really interesting because we're talking about AI that doesn't just process the information. It understands it, analyzes it, and can even make predictions based on that data.
Yeah, this is way beyond just a simple search function.
It's about having AI that can help you find those hidden patterns and correlations that would take forever to uncover on your own.
It takes all the heavy lifting out of data analysis.
Exactly. So I want to ask you this. Think about your team's workflow for a second.
Okay.
Where are you losing the most time? Digging through files or trying to access information.
Yeah, that's a good question.
How could channel upload and advanced processing actually change the way you work?
It's all about working smarter, not harder, right? But even the smartest workflows sometimes need a little boost to keep those conversations going smoothly.
And that's where auto reply comes in. It may seem like a small thing, but it can actually make a huge difference in how smoothly you interact with your AI.
It really streamlines the conversation so you can focus on what matters. The ideas themselves, not the technical stuff.
Okay, so think about those times when you're brainstorming with your AI persona
Yeah.
and you're just flowing with ideas.
I love that feeling.
Right. But then you have to stop and manually reselect the persona every time you want to respond.
Ugh, yeah, that can be so annoying.
It's like a tiny interruption, but it totally breaks your flow.
It's like trying to have a conversation with someone who pauses for 5 seconds between every sentence.
Yeah, we lose that natural back and forth.
Exactly. But with auto reply, that problem just disappears.
Poof.
Poof. After you interact with a persona, the default AI is automatically pre-populated in the next message.
So for anyone who's not sure what we mean by default AI, it's basically that general AI that's always available in your channels.
Yeah, it's like your baseline AI for all your interactions. It just flows.
Effortlessly.
Yeah.
And it's super helpful for those tasks that require a lot of back and forth, like troubleshooting or brainstorming.
It's honestly one of those features that you don't really notice until it's gone.
Right. Once you get used to it, going back to the old way feels so clunky.
Exactly. It's like those little quality of life improvements that make a big difference in the long run.
It's funny. We spend so much time trying to make our AI smarter, but sometimes the biggest improvements come from making our own lives a little easier.
Totally. And I think auto reply really does that.
It removes those little barriers that get in the way of creativity and collaboration.
And ultimately, that's what leads to better work. Those breakthrough moments where everything just clicks.
Now, before we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced that frustration, that feeling of your flow being interrupted when you're trying to have a conversation with your AI?
Yeah. How do you think features like auto reply could change the way your team works together and communicates?
It's all about finding those ways to make AI work better for us, right?
Mhm.
For our teams and our organizations. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with this thought. As AI becomes more and more a part of how we work, it's not enough to just adopt new tools.
We need to think about how we can use those tools to actually improve the way we work, to make ourselves more creative, more efficient, more impactful.
It's not about humans versus AI. It's about finding ways for humans and AI to work together,
To achieve things that neither could do on their own.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. We hope you found this exploration of the latest enterprise updates helpful.
And we hope it's given you some ideas about how you can use AI to take your team's work to the next level.
Thanks for joining us.